Hello everyone. So this time let's talk about operations on vector in 2D or two-dimensional. Pag sinabi nating two-dimensional, no, it has x component, no? At the same time meron siyang y component. Okay. So yan yung ibig sabihin ng 2D, no? So ibig sabihin kung meron tayong resultant vector na r, resultant vector ay meron siyang component ng x, which is sabihin nating rx, at meron din siyang component ng y, sabihin nating ry. Okay? So itong rx na to ay binubuo din siya ng mga component ng mga vectors, no? Vectors ax, kung merong vector b, bx, kung merong vector c, cx, plus, and so on and so forth. Okay? Pag sinabi din naman natin sa ry ay binubuo din siya ng mga component ng mga vectors along y. Let's say meron kang ay, uh, by, cy, and so on and so forth. So, yan yung dapat nating intindihin, no? So, before we proceed to examples, no, may mga bagay ako na dapat yung i-take note for kasi yung 'di ba pag vector meron tong magnitude, tama. Last time pinag-usapan natin magnitude and direction also. So sa vector, para makuha natin yung magnitude, no, magnitude ng resultant vector mo, no, you just need to uh, use this formula. Okay, ito kinuha ko na to para madali, no? Kinuha ko na to at saka i-take note na lang, no? So ito number 1 to, pinaka-importante, dapat nyo yung ma-memorize. That is for the magnitude, no? Pag sa direction naman, no? Kasi magnitude plus direction man yan. So dalawa yun, no? Para makuha natin yung angle ng direction, no? So we need to use this formula. Okay? Tangent inverse of the ry over the rx. Yan. So, isa, dalawa. Kailangan nyo yung i-memorize. Familiarize nyo na. Not just memorize, but familiarize nyo din. Isa pa, meron din akong ilalagay na i-introduce sa inyo. This one. Okay, siguro familiar na kayo nito kasi sa high school, no? Meron na kayo na ito sa high school, x and y. So, ngayon, hahanapin natin yung mga quadrant, no? In your high school, just a review, this is quadrant 1. Yung quadrant 1 natin composed of x and y. Tama. So, yung x natin dito at this side, makikita natin that is positive. At saka yung y natin dito at this side, no, ay ito, which is also positive. So, dito naman, sa quadrant 2, makikita natin that, no, ang x natin dito, dalawa din yan, no? Ang x natin dito is dito na side. If this is positive, so this side is negative. Okay? And ang y natin at this side ay ito pa din, which is positive. So, punta tayo sa quadrant 3. Sa quadrant 3 natin, at this side of the Cartesian plane, yung x natin ay ito, which is the negative. At saka yung y natin, hindi na siya positive kasi ito yung positive side pero nasa bandang baba tayo. So this is I'm wrong. Negative yan. Okay? So that is negative. So we need to familiarize this kasi magagamit natin to later on dun sa mga problem na isi-solve natin. Ayan. So at this side of the quadrant 4, makikita natin ang x natin dito ay, again, this is positive kasi nandito tayo banda ng x. Positive. Ay, nako. Pangit na naman ang pagkasulat. Okay, so this is positive. And yung y component natin, dahil nasa bandang baba tayo, that is negative. So again, take note that one. And lastly, na dapat nyo i-take note, no? Isa, dalawa, ito, familiarize nyo din. At yung pangatlo is for the direction. No? Pag sinabi nating, take note of this, pag sinabi nating positive, ibig sabihin yung rotation niya ay counterclockwise. Pag sinabi naman nating negative, ang rotation niya ay clockwise. Okay? So, isa, dalawa, tatlo, apat. So, take note of those 4 things kasi mamaya makikita nyo kung gaano yan ka-importante sila. So, for this time, I really suggest that you need to familiarize these 3. Okay. So, why not let's start solving, no? Let's try to solve problems directly para malaman natin kung paano. So, let's give an example here. Okay, let's try to solve this problem. So, what if you have you have vector A that is going 5 meters east, and you have vector B that is going 3 meters north. Okay, pag ganito, halatang two-dimensional. It's because hindi lang ito lying horizontally kasi meron na siyang north, meron din tayong vertical. Okay, so paano pag pinahanap sa iyo yung resultant vector ng vector A and B, no? So if i-add to, so makikita natin kasi mas maganda pag i-draw natin, no? So let's start with A. So 5 meters yan. So mas maganda, no? Makita natin. Oops, 5 meters. Okay, just try to scale. Okay. At again, yung rule natin that is from head to tail, no? Pag nag-combine tayo ng mga vectors or nag-add ng vectors, head to tail. So ibig sabihin ng head nito, i-combine natin sa tail ng pangalawa, which is 3 meters north. 3 meters north. Ayun, 3 meters north. Okay, 3 meters north. So here, you can see that naka-combine natin, na-draw natin. So this is your vector A. This is your vector B. Now again, how can we define the resultant vector? In the previous video or lesson that we have, it is defined as the resultant vector is defined as the distance between the starting point, no? Starting point. Saan yung starting point mo? Ito. Papunta daw doon sa end point. Saan nag-end? Ayun, dito. So therefore, this one, starting point, papunta sa end point. Ayan. Papunta sa end point. This is your resultant vector. Ayun. Okay? So, if makikita mo, no? Kung makikita mo yung resultant vector natin, no? If familiar kayo, no? Sa quadrants, makikita mo agad kung anong quadrant kaya makikita. Ano kayang quadrant to sa tingin nyo? Okay? Let's try to draw here. Okay, yung resultant vector mo is dito daw, dito banda. So, dito banda. Ayan, yan ang resultant vector mo. So, anong quadrant to? Quadrant 1. At saka, kung balikan natin yon, quadrant 1 natin dito ay positive, positive. So, dapat meron tayong x na positive, meron din tayong y na positive. Mamaya check natin yan. So, how do we solve? So, again, this r, no, ay may component siya, diba? Yung resultant vector natin, madalawa siya, rx and also ry. Tama? So, para makuha natin yung rx, no, let's just combine the all components. Makikita natin dyan. So, magnitude. Ano yun? Magnitude of Rx. No? So, ano yung makukombine natin ng mga magnitude ng Rx? So, if merong dalawa, A, B, so ibig sabihin, meron din tayong dalawang i-combine dito. Ax and also Bx. Kung sa Ry ka naman, dahil dalawa lang yung vectors na kinumbine natin, meron ka din ditong ay plus by. Okay? So, ax. Punta tayo sa ax. Ano ang value ng ax mo? Remember that your a is lying horizontally. No? Lying horizontally. So, therefore, makikita natin dito na itong 5 meters na to ay purely the horizontal. So, meron ka ditong 5 meters plus. Ano yung bx mo? Tignan mo. Yung b mo ay vertical. The question is, this is purely vertical. So, the question is, meron ba siyang x component? No? Kasi vertical man to. Nakatayo. So, kung nakatayo siya, 0 yung horizontal component niya or yung x component niya. So, this is 5 meters. So, kung punta naman tayo dito, yung ay mo ay, tingnan mo. Pag sinabi nating x ay the horizontal, y ay vertical. Ay, tignan mo yung a mo. Yung a mo ay nakahiga. The question is, meron ba siyang y component? Wala. So, therefore, this is 0 plus yung by mo. Tignan mo yung b. O, purely nakatayo, purely vertical. Therefore, buo makukuha niya yung b dito na 3 meters. So, this is 3 meters. So, they are all positive. That's why yung nakita natin dito, no, na x, y ay nasa quadrant 1. Puro positive. Nakikita nyo, no? Positive. Positive. So, medyo masisiyahan tayo kasi tama yung solution natin. That the component of your r, no, which is rx is positive and ry as positive. So, medyo tama tayo dyan. So, let's move with getting the balik tayo. Ito. Gagamitin natin to. That's why pinamemorize ko to sa inyo. The magnitude of r. So, para makuha natin yung magnitude ng r, so, gamitin lang natin yung formula na binigay sa iyo. Rx squared plus ry squared. Ayan. So, Rx mo dito ay 5 meters. Square natin. Plus, Ry mo dito ay 3 meters. Okay, square. Then, let's try to put the square root sign. So, this is 5 squared, 25. Plus, this is 9. So, 5 plus 9. So, you have, 25 plus 9 I mean. So, you have square root of, sige, solve na lang natin. 25 meter squared plus ito 9 meter squared. So you have square root of 34 meter square. So square root of 34 using your calculator will give you that's 5.83. Okay, meter na lang kasi ito makancel man yan, no? So this is your magnitude of your r. So 5.83. Ngayon, nakuha na natin yung magnitude. Since resultant vector yung hinahanap, so hindi lang enough yung magnitude. Hanapin pa natin yung direction. So to get the direction, ito na naman yung gagamitin natin. to. Okay, this one. So to get the direction, we need to get the tangent inverse of your ry over your rx. So tangent inverse of your ry. Okay, what is your ry? Your ry here is 3 meters. Your rx here is 5 meters. So 3 meters, 5 meters. So pag nagpunta kayo sa calculator nyo, no? Shift tangent lang, no? Shift tangent, hindi tangent kasi inverse man to. So click nyo doon sa calculator nyo, shift tangent of 3 meters, lagyan nyo ng parenthesis 3 meters divided by 5 meters. So kung makukuha nyo dyan is 31 degrees. Now the question is, tapos na ba tayo? No? This 31 degrees is not a direction, no? Degree lang yan. So paano natin makukuha yan? Now you will going to use what I have told you here. Balik tayo. This one. Okay. So pag positive, no, for this is for the angle, no. Pag positive, tingnan mo, pag positive, counterclockwise. So balikan natin. So this is positive, no? This is positive. Therefore, kung titignan mo, draw natin. Ano? 'Di ba nasa quadrant 1 ka? Okay, nasa quadrant 1 ka. Okay? So therefore, medyo inclined siya. Erase natin konti. Okay? So pag sinabi, kasi mas maganda gamitan yun ang protractor para talagang makakuha nyo, kuha nyo. So 31 degrees yan. So ibig sabihin, sa drawing nyo, di ba? Makikita natin dito sa drawing nyo, this is in the first quadrant. So ang sinasabi niya is 31 degrees. So ibig sabihin, ito, kasi according to this, counterclockwise yung ikot natin. So ibig sabihin from x-axis, magsisimula tayo sa x-axis, iikot tayo ng counterclockwise. Ayan, counterclockwise. At yan yung sinasabi niya dyan na 31 degrees. Ito daw, 31 degrees. Okay, so ibig sabihin 31 degrees daw ito. Okay, 31 degrees. So ito yung resultant vector r natin. Okay. So paano natin? What's the final answer? So the final answer is the combination of your magnitude. Magnitude mo dito ay 5.83, no? 5.83 meters plus the direction. Kasi pag vector ka, magnitude plus direction. So ano yung direction mo dito? 31 degrees. The question is, direction na ba ito? Hindi. No? So isa pa sa gusto kong i-memorize nyo ay, or familiarize nyo ay ito. This is east, this is west, this is north, this is south. So divided pa din yan, tsaka divided pa din yan. Okay? So pag dito banda, tawag natin dyan is ano. So you need to take note of this because this is very very important too. So this is north of east, this is south of east. Okay, dito this is east of north, dito ay west of north, dito naman this is north of west, this is south of west, dito naman ay west of south, at dito naman ay east of south. Okay, so actually ngayon lang yan, no? Pero pag na-memorize mo na, familiarize mo na yan, hindi mo na kailangan ng ganyan. So kung titignan mo, 31 degrees dito banda. So ano kayang gagamitin mo dito? Okay, so ang gagamitin mo ay ito. So therefore, the final answer should be 5.83 meters, 31 degrees north of east. This is the correct final answer. Okay, maybe in the exam or your quizzes, that is worth 10 to 15 points, no? Pag nakuha mo talaga lahat. So again, no, that's an example. So balik tayo. Familiarize, then you get here, try to solve for the magnitude first, no, using the given formula. And when you get the magnitude, you get also the direction by using this formula also. Then you need to analyze, no, in which quadrant. Tapos makukuha mo kung anong direction ang ilalagay mo. Okay? So, let's move to another example here. So, what if you are given what if inuna mo yung B saka si A? Okay, try natin ha. So, sulat natin ulit. Your A here is 5 meters east, then your B here is 3 meters north. Kanina sa pag-draw, inuna natin si A. Paano kung unahin natin si B? Okay, unahin natin i-draw si B. So, 3 meters daw. Okay, 3 meters north. Tapos, saka natin from head to tail, saka natin idugtong si 5 meters na 5 meters na east. So, this is your vector A. This is your vector B. Again, how to draw the resultant vector from starting point to the end point. Okay, so this is your resultant vector R. So, in the previous videos or lessons that we have, sinabi ko na that it doesn't matter kung sinong mauna. Kasi kung titignan mo dito, no, si resultant R mo ay still lies on the first quadrant. Okay? At saka yung solution niya is pareho lang din, no? Pareho lang din. Kukunin mo ito, no? Same lang din yung procedure mo, no? That your AX is 5 pa din, BX mo is 0. So, pinakita ko lang dito that it doesn't matter kung sino yung mauna. Kasi ang importante is itong resultant vector na yan ay madraw mo ng tama. Okay? So, now let's move to the next example. Okay. So, next example. Pero before that, I need to give you this. No? Actually, dalawa yan eh. Pwede mong i-draw from head to tail. At saka, pwede mo ding i-draw siya using Cartesian plane. For example, ito, A. 5 meters east. So, magsisimula ka sa center ng Cartesian plane, i-draw mo yung vector, ayan, 5 meters east. Tapos, 3 meters north. Siyempre, mas maliit ito. 3 meters north. Ayan. So, ito na yung magiging vector A mo. Ito na yung magiging vector B mo. So, hindi mo na kailangan i-head to tail pag nag-use ka ng Cartesian plane. You just start at the center, then you draw. Depende kung ano yung direction niya. At saka, yung resultant vector mo ay makukuha mo later pag na-solve mo na. For example, di ba kanina nakuha natin that it should be 31 degrees. So, 31 degrees. So, paano makuha mo yung resultant vector ngayon? Direction niya. So, since this is positive, you know that the rotation is counterclockwise. So, 31 degrees. Ayan. At saka, again, para makuha yung resultant vector, start ka dito sa gitna. I-draw mo papunta doon. Okay. So, this is your resultant vector which is 31 degrees north of east. So, maybe some of you will be mas prefer nila ito. You know? Maybe some of you, kung gusto niyo ng malinis,